welcome back to the channel. My name is Claire, this is Polly Put the Petal on, and today I'm coming to you with a Valentine's wreath. It is a little gnome Valentine's wreath, and what's unusual about this today is that I'm going to be making it out of only one roll of mesh. So I've got my little sign, my little gnome sign there, hugs and kisses. I think he's super cute, and then I've got some lovely ribbon to match the sign. Same gingham on the edges, although not the same gnome, but that doesn't matter. Same colours. I've cut my ribbons already into 12-inch strips. I will show you the dovetail. I've got one strip to cut when we get there. I have cut my mesh. I'm using just a red roll of mesh, nothing special about it. It's got a little bit of metallic going through it. I've cut them at 20-inch pieces, guys, and I have only needed 12. You can get about 18 cuts of 20-inch pieces off one roll of a 9-yard roll. So as you can see, I've still got some left. I've done 12 cuts at 20 inches, and it's going on this ready-made here we go, ready-made wreath frame. This is a pencil work wreath form, and then there is the tinsel work wreath forms, which are just basically exactly the same. They're just thicker twist ties. So yeah, this is a pencil work wreath form. I have done a video on how to make your own work wreath form with chenille stems and a wireframe, and I'm pointing there because they're there. I need them to jog my memory. What are they? What are you? Cable ties, zip ties. And I will link that video in the description box down below this video. Just scroll up and you'll see it. I'll link it in the description if you're interested in making your own and you want to you want to start from scratch. But I'm using that ready-made one because I've had it in my stash for ages, guys. You know, I bought this because I wanted to own one. I wanted to possess a real one, and I bought it and I've never used it. So as I said to you, one of my New Year's resolutions is to start using the stuff that I've got in my petal shed, because my petal shed is ridiculously overcrowded, shall we call it, to be polite. So we're going to be doing this. So I've done 20-inch cuts, and like I say, I'm going to be making this wreath with just one roll, but it's not even one roll, guys, because I've still got that mesh left there. I've done my ribbons, I've got my sign, I've got my wreath form. If you're going to be doing, I will just say this, if you are going to be cutting, I mean, you can always cut with scissors. If you're happy to cut with scissors, then that is perfectly fine. I use a rotary cutter. I have 3. Obviously, I only use 1. Just one tick. There's somebody at the door. And I'm back, guys. It was the daughter. I'll chat about my daughter later. I'm really quite super proud of her. She really has been achieving since she got back off a holiday in Lanzarote. Right, so we'll talk about that in a bit. So yeah, so rotary cutters, you know, but you can use scissors, guys. You don't have to have all these tools. Sorry about that. My scissors were underneath the leg of this tripod. So shall we get cracking? And then, you know, if you are here just for the wreath tutorial, that's fine. And then later on, after the wreath tutorial, we can have a little chat. I think it's hailstoning, guys. It's a pretty rotten grim day today. It's Friday today. I think you're seeing this on Saturday. Pretty rotten and grim. Very, very windy. And let's get on with this, because we're not here to talk about the weather. Okay, so I've got my piece here, 20-inch piece. Actually, I'm gonna tip you down. I'm just going to open my twist ties. I'll leave those closed, the top ones, because I'm working on the bottom to begin with. I'll open them all up. Yeah, these are super easy. You don't have to have these. They're super easy to make yourself. And like I say, I have done one on my channel of how to do from scratch. And they are super simple. So if you're interested, that will be linked down below. So I've opened my twist ties, my bottom rung, because if you can see, that's a raised, it's raised. There's the bottom and here's the top. And that's what gives it definition and dimension, if you like. So we've opened them up and now we are going to put our cut piece of mesh down. And you want the glitter side, you want the, you know, the foil side up. I'm going to put that on the end there. And all you're going to do, guys, is you are going to put your thumbs there. You're going to walk up the centre of this. We're doing this in ruffles. They're all ruffles. I like to work in a poof and a ruffle. But to be honest with you, today it's all ruffle because it's only a small frame, and these will be quite a nice big ruffle on a 20-inch. You can do, if you were doing a bigger wreath, you can do a 30-inch ruffle, and they're quite nice too. But you know, as I say, as a rule, I like to do a ruffle and a poof, and you will see some of those in my playlists as well, in the Deco Mesh playlist. But today we're doing this, so you know, I need to stop waffling and get on. So here we go, walking up to create your ruffle, which is like a bow tie, isn't it? And then you're going to bring your thingy, you're going to go to your first placement, which is your first twist tie that you've opened there, and I'm going in this way, so the edges of these are the neat edges, those are the edges that I've cut. Those will be on the inside and these are on the outside, if you know what I mean. And then you place it down and then you twist. Now, if you get any fraying, don't worry. The only advice I can give you, because mesh does fray, and the only advice I can give you is if you don't bully it, the less you bully it, you know, the less you handle it, the less it will fray. And we'll get your second one, walk up the centre. I'm excited, guys, because I've not done one for a while. And this is quite cheap mesh, you can tell because it's quite see-through, but we'll see. And then we're going to take it to the next tie to it. We're going to place it down. And we're going to twist. And then again, and then I will just buzz off, go on time lapse, you know, so that you can see it faster than what I'm doing it, and then I'll come back and show you next twist tie, go on in, place it down and twist. And you want your ruffles to meet each other, if you like. So I've done 3 so far. I'll buzz off, put all 12 in, and then I will come back. Okay, so we've done the bottom, it is really quite see-through, so I maybe could have even done the poof on the bottom, but it's only for me, this, guys. You know, it's not for sale, so it doesn't really matter. But it, like I say, it is quite see-through. Whoops, quite see-through. Bashing myself in the face. Quite see-through, but not to worry. I will see how it looks when I get the rest of the mesh on. So I'm just opening these top twist ties now on the top rung, and then we'll go in and put the other pieces in. I'll put you on time lapse again. There we go. So how many on the top have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've got 5 pieces. I have got this tulle, you know, because there's pink and red in that sign and that ribbon, so I could, if it is too see-through, I could add this tulle, because I did bring it up because of the pink and the red in the sign and the ribbon, so we'll see how that goes. Right, so I'll tip you back down now and I'll put you back on time lapse. So guys, I've just decided right now to myself, I'm going to leave the tulle out of it, you know. Yes, it would match the, and that is quite see-through, if you can see. That's one of the things that I'm not keen on with mesh. But having said that, there is different types of mesh. And if you've watched any of my other videos, I probably have discussed some of them, because you know you have got jute mesh and stuff like that that isn't see-through, and again it depends on your methods too. And I only wanted to use one roll because yes, I want to use my stuff up down my petal shed, but this is only a small wreath and it is literally only for one day, really, isn't it? It's not what I'm saying is Valentine's isn't really a season like Christmas and Easter, which is a period of time. This is literally a day, if you know what I mean. So that's what we've got so far, guys. And like I say, you know, that was your, it's come out, it's doubled in size. It's about 20 inches now. Let's measure it. Well, I've got my craft mat, haven't I? Yeah, it is. It's come out to about 20 inches from 10 to 20. Which is really quite, and even then it's still quite cute, because normally I do big ones, you know. Goodness knows what they turn out like, because they're on a 16-inch base. So probably 34 inches, you know, they're quite big. So let's do some ribbon. I'm going to show you now how to just dovetail. You know, for those of you that have been with me for a while, you will know this, but then I have got new subscribers and I do have to repeat myself, and you know, it might be repeating it to you, but you know, I need to show my new subscribers. I'm struggling today. I've got very cloudy head, and it must be this weather, guys. Terrible brain fog. Before I thought it was because I hadn't had anything to eat, so I got something to eat before I came on. I even got myself a glass of water to try and hydrate myself, because I'm very, very fuzzy. So that was nice. So yeah, so you know, I will need to repeat myself to new subscribers and stuff. Okay, so you get your ribbon tail, and I've cut these at 12 inches. My mesh was cut at 20 inches on a 10-inch frame. If I was to use a bigger frame, I would definitely go in and I would use the poof method before to lay a base for it, or you can make these in evergreen wreaths. And I'm going to be doing some of those, you know, closer to wear. I don't know. I think I've also got one on me as well, guys. So you get your ribbon and you fold it in half, and you're working towards the edge, and this is wired ribbon as well, guys. You're working towards the edge and you cut up towards the edge of creating a dovetail, fishtail, whichever you'd like to call it. Yeah, so you cut towards the edge. There you go, and then you've got your dovetail either end. It's cute, this ribbon. I really, really like it. So yeah, I decided to not put the tulle in. I'm just going to use the sign and the ribbon, because by the time I've got the sign on and then the ribbon in, it's going to be really quite cute, and that see-through business is not going to matter much, because like I say, this is only a base, and then you dress it. So I've done a 1 roll base. How you dress it then, and that was to save money, but then what you spend on your dressing. So I got this from Three Sisters Creations, and I think it was $6.99. I got my ribbon from USA to UK Wreaths, and could be $7.99, £8 a roll, which I really don't mind paying. It is American ribbon, and so, you know, hence the name of the shop on Etsy, which is, you know, USA to UK Wreaths. I really don't mind paying that. So I hope I've covered everything, because I have got a scatty brain, guys, and I really wanted to get that information to anybody that's new, that isn't, you know, that is new to Deco Mesh Wreaths and that isn't familiar with me, this channel, or, you know, wreath making. So let's get these ribbons put in. So all I'm going to do, and I'm only putting 1 ribbon. Now you can put as many as 4. You know, you could have 4 different patterned ribbons, and you could have 2 in one placement, move along, and have 2 different in another placement, move along, go back to your original 2, and then alternate them all along. You could have just 2, but I'm only choosing 1 today. You know, I could have pulled out a red from my stash, but I don't want to. It's only a small wreath, so I only want to use 1 ribbon, and it's already got a nice big sign on, so I don't need to overdress it, guys. You know, I just want to keep it simple, so I'm using just 1 ribbon, and I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to pleat it in the center, bring it down, and I'll tip you down. I'm going to go to a placement, guys. I'm not even going to open it back up. I'm just going to put it in and twist. And that's what you're aiming for. You see, if you had if you had another one, you would bring, well, I would personally bring it up, or maybe bring that a little bit further out, and those 2, the other 2 tails in between. But I'm perfectly happy with this. The thing is, because this is an original wreath form as well, pencil work wreath form, I'm not even going to cut these twist ties. I'm going to leave them, because I may want to use this frame again further down the line, because I do like to recycle stuff, guys. So pleat, find your placement and twist it in. So all you're doing is because your ties are wired, and so that's all you're doing, and you're just going to continue to do that all the way around. And it's looking super cute. Right, okay, so I'll put you back on time lapse, guys, and sorry if you're lopsided. The cradle, this tripod is so broken. Right, I will put you back on time lapse, and I will see you when I've put all the ribbons in. Look at this, guys. It's so stinking cute. Look. It's so cute on this tiny frame. Like I say, I don't normally do small ones. I normally do large ones, but I'm really happy with the way it's turned out. And actually, now you've got the ribbon on, you know, the see-through, yeah, you can see through it. But it's really not, you know, it's not going to irritate me. Because, like I say, that's why, you know, you can't really see the frame behind it. And don't forget, I'm going to put my sign on, which I've just wired, by the way. I've wired it in silver so that it's hard to see, you know, so, you know, there's not a green one on it or anything, so it's not going to stand out. And we're going to put the sign on. Yeah, I'm actually super chuffed with it now I've dressed it with its ribbons. And I'm really glad that I only went for the one ribbon rather than two, because I think it'd be too much for this little framed wreath. But I'm really happy with it, and I don't think I'll be putting it on my front door, guys. I think I'll have it in the house. We're not celebrating Valentine's this year, guys. Me and Carl decided it's his birthday at the weekend. We're wanting to go away. You know, we're doing other bits and pieces, and we decided, you know, we really don't need to do Valentine's. We've bought each other a card, and you know, he normally will buy me flowers and stuff. Well, you know, £2.99 from Aldi's will do for this time. Only this time, mind. Right, are you celebrating Valentine's? Do you celebrate Valentine's? I mean, I used to, and I used to dress the table, you know, for my kids, but it was a family Valentine's because, you know, I love them too, and I wanted them to know. So we used to have a big family Valentine's meal, and I used to dress the table. I'll try and, in fact, no, I can't because they're on my old phone. I was going to say I'll try and find some photos. I'll try and find some photos and put some photographs in of the past times I've decorated the table and stuff. If not, you know, it's because they're in my old phone. But yeah, you know, we used to dress the table up. I used to dress the table up and make a lovely meal. And we, you know, we did celebrate it, but I'm not too fussed anymore, really, guys. Do you think that's through age, or I don't know? But I do like this little Valentine's wreath that I've made, so I will keep it in the house because it's nice to give it a nod, isn't it? And I've given it a nod with my little neon sign that I got from Vinted. I got some beautiful tulips from my friend the other day. She came to visit me because she hadn't heard about my sister, and she had only just heard, so she came to see me. And obviously because of lockdown and stuff, you know, none of us have been seeing each other, and I hadn't got her number because it was in my old phone. And yeah, so she brought me a huge bunch of tulips. So I've got these here, and I've got some on the fireplace. They're absolutely beautiful, really quite wayward in the way they're growing. This one has decided to bow his head for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why, but yeah, he's not dead. He literally is he just wants to grow that way. And that's what I absolutely love. Not only are they squeaky, but I absolutely love the way that they just do what they want to do. So anyway, let's get on with this sign, because I've slipped off topic, haven't I? Sorry about that, guys. And then we will have a little chat, because yeah, so I'm just going to feed this wire through. I'm going to feed it through there, and I'm not going to do anything with that until I've got this one fed through and got it central. and you don't really want to be squashing your mesh or anything like that. So let's see. Where's that second wire? First wire, sorry. So let's see now. I need to hold it up, guys, to the mirror just to see if that's central. Yeah, I think it's pretty central. And I need to secure this properly. Now, the last time I did one of these, I didn't secure it properly. But I do want to be able to remove it because this isn't permanent, guys. Like I say, this is a nice frame. And if I want to use it for any other purpose, then I can. So I'm just going to put that on there like that and see. And then I'm going to fluff my ribbons. But I do think that is perfectly fine. Let me have a look now. Hold it up. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. So now I'll just secure this second wire. I'm pulling all sorts of faces here, guys. Right, so I've put that on. Let's try and get that mesh. So it looks as if it's nestled. Sorry, guys. So it looks as if it's nestled in the mesh. I do love this. These little gnomes are super cute, aren't they? I've got 4 in the loft that I've had for a number of years. Let me see that now. I could pull that tighter. Now, if you were making these and you were selling them, you would make sure that your wires on the back of your frame were not about to scratch anybody's door. So you could even cover it with felt, you know, a felt circle, cover it on, glue it onto the frame so that the back it's not scratchy. But I think that's super cute, guys. Oops. Doing it again. There you go. What do you think? I'm really happy with this. And I love the colours too. Really, I'm happy with it. And that is how to make a little gnome Deco Mesh wreath using just one roll of mesh. And it's come out really nice, guys, hasn't it? You know, with it being see-through too. Like I say, once you dress it, you know, that ribbon does hide a multitude of all sorts. I'm not going to say sins because, you know, they are beautiful works of art, I think. They really do turn out beautiful, and they're quite a statement piece, don't you think? Definitely got lots of curve appeal too. So I'm super happy with this, guys. Do let me know what you think. I just tried to get a thumbnail out of that. I'm so cheeky because what I do, guys, is I film and I talk to you and then I forget. And by the time I'm editing over there, the sun's gone down. Not the sun, but it's gone dark, you know, or it's gone dusk. And by the time I get back to the table to try and do the thumbnail, you know, it's too dark. So I just tried to slip a cheeky one in. But anyway, so that's it for this one. Actually, no, it's not. I'm talking absolute rubbish because I was going to have a little catch up with you, wasn't I? Honestly. I need a rest. I don't know what I need, to be honest. I just need a new head altogether. Yeah. So my daughter, we had some really good news this week. My daughter, she went to Lanzarote. She went to Lanzarote at the end of December, didn't she? She was there for New Year's Eve. And she spent 10 days there. When she come back on the 10th of January, she was really, really disgruntled that she had to be back in this country. And she was absolutely furious. And she said, no, I'm going back. Anyway, initially, you know, I just said, oh, yeah, you know, she's quite flighty. I've always said that about my daughter. She's very flighty. And, you know, you know, she was having a rant and a rave. And I thought, she's definitely my daughter as well, guys. Having a rant and a rave. And I'm going to sneeze. Oh, that was quite a loud plane. And, you know, she said she was going back. She was going back for a month, which made me absolutely laugh because when she went for 10 days, she was all inclusive and she sent home for money. So I said to her, how are you going to manage that? You know, how are you going to manage a month out there when you were all inclusive and had to send home for money? You know, how are you going to do it? So I said, you're just being silly. You know, I said, we all go through... I bet she hated me. I said, we all go through this when we get back off holiday. You know, we all think, how can we go and live there? And how can we get back there and all that sort of stuff. It's the holiday blues. So a couple of days later, she came to me and she said, well, me and Emily, her girlfriend, we're going for a few days in February. So I said, right, well, that's a little bit more achievable, isn't it? And then a couple of days after that, she came to me again and she said to me, I'm going to be cabin crew. So I said, right, okay. You know, literally rolled my eyes. And she applied for Jet 2 and not Monarch. It's not Monarch, is it? Who's the other one? I can't remember who the other one is. She applied to these people and she heard back from both companies, and it's quite a rigorous thing. You can't just go and get a job as a trolley dolly. Do you know what I mean? And anyway, she applied. So she applied via paperwork and then she had to do some paperwork, and I think it was an online assessment. Anyway, she passed that. This was with Jet 2. She had a chat with, I wish I could remember the name of the other company. And she got somewhere with those, but then she chose not to go with those and she stuck with Jet 2 because she flew with Jet 2 to Lanzarote. So she got through the assessment with the online assessment with Jet 2. And then they said to her, oh, you know, come and see us at the airport, Manchester Airport. So but you had to have a reach of more than 200 centimetres, but you couldn't be over a certain height. Well, she's only a little dot. She's a racehorse breed, my daughter. And she went and she had the reach. So she got through that stage. And then this was Tuesday. This is come from, you know, her coming back from Lanzarote on the 10th of January. And she had all-day assessments then, you know, with Jet 2. And then they came to her and said, congratulations, you know, you've made the interview. So she got through to the interview. So she had the interview. And they said, you know, you'll hear from us in a couple of days. And lo and behold, the next morning they sent her an email and she has got a 4-week intense training course with Jet 2 at the end of March, which is, you know, It's absolutely fine. I'm over the moon for her. I really, really am. You know, people keep saying to her, follow your dreams, and it's never been her dream to be a trolley dolly. It's literally because that's what this holiday did to her. And so I'm really super happy for her because she is mega happy, you know. And I feel like she's found a vocation in life because she was a beautician. She studied beauty therapy, and she went to college for that, and she passed with distinction. And then she wasn't happy. She had a very unhappy relationship, actually, and she became a very anxious person, and she got out of that, and she started to work in our local town, and that brought her right out of a shell, you know. And just in hospitality, working in hospitality. And like I say, that then gave her the money to be able to go on a holiday. And now she's, you know, she's got this career, but can't say, she can honestly say, you know, it's not what she, she's never dreamt of doing it before in her life. But the benefits of working for Jet2 and being a trolley dolly, if you like, and I don't mean to say trolley dolly because it's an air hostess, but apparently air hostess and flight attendant are two different things, but I'm not entirely sure. So if anybody knows, do let me know. And so I'm really, really happy for her. She's got a long 4 weeks ahead of her at the end of March. She's got a lot of studying to do and stuff, you know. But I said to her, if you apply the head that you had on for college, where she passed with distinction in everything, I think there was only one assessment where she passed with a merit, which was one below the distinction, and everything else was distinction. I said, if you go in with that mindset, you know, I do believe she will smash it. She really will. So that was that was this week, and like I say, it's Carl's birthday on Sunday, and I think we're going to go out for a meal. So I don't even know whether we're going to get this wallpapering done this weekend because obviously it's a birthday weekend, isn't it? So we'll see. I joined Slimming World on Wednesday with my friend Mary, and you know what, guys, I know it's only been 2 days, but it feels really good to feel in control. You know, you walk around the house, don't you? You pick things up. Like there's a basket of sweets and chocolates behind me here. You pick things up, you put them in your mouth. You don't even consider. You're just doing it. You know, you even when you're not hungry, you'll walk past somewhere, there is something, you'll put it in your mouth. You know what I mean? And you don't consider it. And being back on Slimming World, because I was a member of Slimming World for a long time, being back on Slimming World, you know, it really... it's making me think, and I am having to write things down. Well, I'm not writing them down because the app is fantastic. So I've got it on my tablet, and I just recording all my food and what's going in my mouth, you know, and I'm able to see, you know, of all my fruits and veggies, which I do. I am very good with my fruits, veggies and salads. But, you know, you're thinking about it and you're having to write it down, and so you can see what's going on. So I'm really happy that I have gone back with my friend Mary, because we are the Slimming Girls. You know, we went right up until lockdown, and then they closed our group down because of lockdown, and we haven't been back since, and that's why we've piled a load of weight on. Both Mary and I were both the same. And we're both bigger than what we were when we first started Slimming World, which we laughed about, you know. So yeah, that's what I've done. I needed to, guys, and I needed to get this under control because the breathlessness and that, it's much worse than you know, than it has been, and it's not good for my heart. So yeah, so that's it for this one, guys. I hope you really like this lovely, cutesy. It is cute, because it's still quite big, guys, isn't it? But it's still quite big. Do you want to see it closer? You see, I look at it and then I think to myself, is that... I look at the bottom. Yeah, it is all even. I know it is, because obviously it's a bought one. a bought frame. That's what I mean, a ready-made frame. So do let me know what you think of that cute little Valentine's wreath. I'm super happy with it. I really am. I maybe could have, in fact, I probably could have even got away with a smaller sign than that, you know, guys. But I love it. I'm just going to hold it up again. Yeah, I love it. Super cute. Little gnome Valentine's wreath. Hugs and kisses. You're cute, be mine. And with all that said, guys, have a lovely weekend. And I don't know whether to post this on Friday or whether to post this on Saturday. It's probably going to be Saturday, actually. Have a lovely, wonderful weekend. And thanks for bearing with me while I'm not answering all the comments. It's getting harder now because there's more and more of you. And I go so far, you know, I answer so many, and then I burn out, and then I know that there's some waiting. So I will get back to those. But thank you for leaving all your comments and taking an interest, and thank you for watching. And if you do like what you see and you'd like to subscribe, please do so. It's completely free, and it would definitely be lovely to have you join the channel. So thank you for watching, guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you either probably Tuesday, guys. Okay, you take care. Take care. Bye.